Straight away. I like that your microphone is front and center.
Yeah, I'm like, and why is my camera so low now?
That's what I mean.
It wasn't that way a minute ago, but my camera's not exactly mounted to anything.
You really just wanted to show off your t-shirt.
Yes. No, I'm
Yeah.
not wearing like a special one today or anything. I feel like I'm also off to the side too, so it's probably like, yeah.
There you go.
Shit.
Welcome to Tech Support, the podcast.
Always. At least I did not run into a whole bunch of issues because I really expected to. After redoing my computer.
I was going to say, you are back in your normal position after last episode. You were not.
Yeah, I guess I forgot I was over there last episode at my son's computer. This camera seems to keep turning on me. It doesn't want to stay. I should have mounted it, but to be honest, I was surprised it even worked because it was plugged into my son's computer. I went to use my other webcam and it does not get recognized by Windows anymore. I don't know, some USB problem probably, as usual.
Yeah. Well, explain your computer-ish.
I talked about it last time, but this time, so I sent the processor back to Intel. Intel has a known problem with that processor, which was not what I was having. But because of that known problem, as Eric said on the Discord, who works for Intel, as he has disclosed on his YouTube before when he did a video about it, they are quite quick to RMA those processors because of the known issue with them. Okay. They want to get the bad ones out of the field, I guess, or they're just happy to, RMA. And I think it was less than 7 days and I had a new one.
Wow. Well, that's good.
Yeah. Cannot complain.
And you didn't have to prove anything. You just had to prove that you had it at some point, and now it's.
Yeah. Ship it back and they sent me a new one. It seems like they didn't test it or anything. They just sent me a new one.
Oh, cool. Well, that worked out.
I'm very glad, especially because I bought it secondhand, so you never know how that's going to happen. I did have his original receipt, but it was also a receipt purchase of the US. So that's even worse.
Yeah. And they didn't ask for any proof of purchase or anything? They just, there you go.
I don't think I don't think they asked for proof of purchase, but maybe they did and I attached it. I can't remember for sure. I know I had to go check the original purchase date because they asked that. And I don't think they even asked who the retailer was. So no, I don't think so. Anyway, I can't remember if I had to attach the receipt or not.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, and now does it work better than ever?
Yeah. Yep.
Is it a noticeable difference over your last computer?
It should be.
Do you notice the difference?
I don't really do much that makes it work hard.
Okay.
Like in gaming, I think in Fortnite I can turn the settings up higher, but I'm not positive because that's mostly limited by video card.
Yeah.
But
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it should have been a 30% increase in performance generally in processor bound work.
Yeah.
And it's DDR5 RAM now, so that should be faster too, as opposed to DDR4. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
I hesitated to upgrade several times because I couldn't find a path that was a good upgrade because my processor that I bought last time was good for how old it was.
I can't even tell you the last time I upgraded my processor. So I'm still on the old one. So.
Well, my current processor has 32 cores, or if you want to say threads, but yeah, that's virtual CPUs.
Jeez.
I think my last one had 24, and it was hard to find more.
At that time, or it is?
At time, yes, but also even now, there's not that many that have that more. Like this, the one I have now is an i9 processor.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, it was a crazy deal. Crazy deal. Around.
Well,
it's a 13 series, so not the newest, but two back from that, I think. 15 is the latest, I think. 14 or 15.
Man, it's been sounds like it was a smooth journey. All things considered.
There was some bumps.
Some bumps, but I mean,
the biggest bumps was when it wasn't working and I didn't know what the cause was.
Sure.
Because it had been working for 7 days before that, or 6 days or whatever. No, it was more than a week. 9 days, yeah. So I was just like, is it CPU or is it processor? That was, sorry, is it CPU or is it motherboard? And I was just like trying to figure out which one. And the best way to figure it out is to swap something. But who has a spare processor or motherboard lying around? Especially of that exact
If
generation.
anyone would, it would be you.
And I did not. I considered going to buy one on Facebook Marketplace, but buying motherboards off Facebook Marketplace is sketch.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people who are getting motherboards off Amazon returns, and they're bending the pins back under the processor.
Okay.
And sometimes those pins break off, and then it'll work, but once you try and do a thing, it'll fail. So there's a lot of people who are trying to refurbish those motherboards.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't trust that.
No, I don't trust that either. Oh.
When my problem started, I was worried. I'm like, oh great, did it actually have bent pins? But I looked at it and I'm like, no, this socket is perfect. It was not the problem. Yeah.
Well, you fixed your computer. Well, sorry, you got a new processor for your computer. And I got a new TV.
Yay.
Last episode, I think I told you about my power issue on the old TV during the World Series. The TV would just turn off and turn on and turn off and turn on.
Something to do with like, well, once it warmed up, it stayed on or something, I think you said?
No, it would be fine at first, and then after say an hour, it would just turn off. And then flicker on and off, on and off, on and off. And nothing I could do about it. So
good.
It's currently sitting down here in my basement.
And it's probably capacitors. Probably.
Or power supply.
Yeah, but those probably power capacitors in the power supply. But
okay.
Yeah.
Well, either way, just probably easier to just replace the whole power supply.
Probably, unless you have capacitors lying around.
Which I don't.
I have some, maybe not the right ones.
So I had a TV that was left at work. It's like a 32-inch TV. It looks small when it's in our living room because the one we had before was a 42. So we had it for a little while. It also didn't have a remote, and my wife was just like, "This is too small." Like, she's like, "I can't even get over this. How small it is." Like, you need to get a new TV. She's like, "Start looking at Walmart. Start looking at Costco."
Again, someone cut that out of context.
And I was like, I can't justify spending several $100s on a new TV when I can either fix this one or like someone has to have a used one on Facebook because I don't need 4K upstairs. I don't need I don't need or want a smart TV. So I did some Facebooking. And I come across another LG. The one that died was an LG, but I took a chance. An LG, it's a 42-inch 3D TV.
Okay.
And it was in another town about 15 minutes away in Baden.
Okay.
So it took a little bit of convincing. Lady had it up for $80.
Oh.
Which I thought was pretty cheap.
Yeah.
But
so
it's Facebook
down to 50.
So I have to offer less, right? So I'm just like, are you negotiable in the price? Yeah. I said, are you negotiable in the price? Yeah, within reason. 75 would be good.
$5.
Which I understand. I was like, okay. I was thinking more like, would you take 70 for it? And she said, sure. Okay. Mind you, this is all happening very quickly when I'm telling you the story, but during this whole process, it was like 2 days of trying to get information out of her. Okay, will you take this? Sure.
Does it have a remote?
It has a remote. Yeah, all this stuff.
Does it work?
And I was like, cool. Well, when can I come? Didn't answer me for a day. You can come the next day. You can come today. Okay, well, now I can't come today because
Yeah.
Like, I'm busy. I could have come yesterday. Anyways, I think it was a Saturday or a Sunday morning. I said, "Okay, I'll come and get it." And she had agreed to 70 and she said, "Okay, today's good. 75 is good though." Like she then went back on her 70,
Yeah.
agreed on the
Uh-huh.
70. No, I want 75. Okay, great. Oh, fine. I'm not going to fight you over $5, but it clearly means so much to you.
Yeah. Then you pull up and she's
So
in a mansion.
it was the opposite, man. Like I understand why she needed that $5.
I always wonder that.
Yeah.
But there are some really nice houses in Baden as well.
This was like the one little like townhouse projects area in Baden. So get in. It's starting to rain. Also, I asked, is it smoke free? And I was told yes.
Oh God.
When I get there, I can see the cigarette can out front. So, this is not
Yeah, they smoked outside, so not
smoked outside.
me.
Sure.
Yeah.
It was messy. Was like your base. It feels like you're coming in the back door, but it is the front door.
Okay.
I knocked on. I texted, said, "Hey, I'm here." Knocked on the door. I heard shuffling inside and voices, and no answer. So I knocked again. I'm like, this is how I get murdered. I think like this is they're prepping the kill room real quick while I'm out here.
That sounds like a Chris Roberts deal.
Yeah, it really was. It was
Except
one
you're
of the
not getting
sketchier
an
ones.
NES TV.
Yeah. So and then I hear a voice saying, "Oh, we're just putting the dogs away. We'll be a minute." I'm like, okay. Like no joke. I waited outside for I'm gonna say like it felt like 5, but it's probably like 3. But longer than you should stand on the porch of.
When she knew you were coming. So if the dogs
Yes.
were a problem, you deal with the dogs. Yeah.
Yeah.
My God.
So, also she said glasses were included, 3D glasses were included. So anyways,
He
then
said they doubt that happened.
I texted before and I said I would like to see it working before I buy it. Just I want to make sure there's no dead pixels or anything. So, anyways, I went inside
Oh, well, it
again.
just turns off on after it runs for an hour.
Yeah, an hour. Yeah. That's what I was expecting, but I was kind of hoping for the best. So I get in. She thankfully still has the remote. But you can the house is just dirty and messy and not super.
So it came with free cockroaches inside.
Felt like it. Felt like it. Anyways, she's like, "Oh, I don't have anything hooked up, but you can see the logos on, so you can see like the LG logo spinning saying no signal."
What if HDMI doesn't work?
Yeah. I'm like, "Okay, well, fine. It works fine." So I paid the $75 and I took the TV and I left. I brought it home, took it to the garage, blew it out with an air compressor to get anything out from what I could. Um, took a baby wipe to the outside to get off any grease, and then a Lysol wipe on the outside, again on top of it.
Which you
Brought
can
it
see
in,
if they come out.
yeah. And then I brought it in the house, and my wife immediately says, "That's a smoker house," like immediately. I can tell that's not smoke free. Give her a bad review. So, anyways, we laughed and got the thing put up. It looks nice. But what's cool about the TV is that it's passive 3D.
Okay.
So I can just use the regular glasses from the real D from the theater.
Okay.
I can just use those ones. They're not active like
So it
the
didn't come with
Sony.
any glasses then?
No glasses came with it.
Okay.
So now I'm digging through my kids' toy bins, trying to find all the cheapo 3D glasses I've been bringing home. Of course, they've all been thrown out since. And so I went. It's spoilers a little bit later, but I went to go see a movie in the theater, and I specifically picked the 3D version so that I could walk by the 3D the 3D bucket and grab a handful of glasses, adult sized and kid sized.
Yeah. And you've tried them and they work?
Yeah, I tried them and it works. It's great. I would say it's arguably better than even this TV.
Okay.
for the that this one's active, so you have to use the batteries and everything. But I think the viewing angles are just better.
Yeah, interesting.
On the other one, unless you're right underneath it, doesn't work that well. Which is like, it's a little bit high, and so when I lay down on the couch, it's a little bit off. But if I sit up, it looks really nice. So,
is it? But they figured you can tilt it down, or is it just on a stand?
It's just on a stand, but it does tilt left and right, so it's not rigid, which is nice. But I mean, the kids have wanted to have like friends over and watch 3D movies, but I'm so scared to bring them down here and give them my super fragile 3D glasses that break if you look at them wrong.
And hard to find,
and expensive. And so, but now it's just like, yeah, sure, bring them all over. We watched 3D movies on Plex. It works really well. The active 3D TV struggles streaming 3D movies just because I think the bit rate isn't quite up to par. It struggles with the activeness, whatever that is, like the syncing it up. But doing it with just a passive 3D worked just fine.
Interesting.
Yeah. So now I'm just on Facebook watching for a bigger 3D TV. For $75.
I've looked before, but it's hard to know which one would be good. And then there's the glasses problem and all that stuff. But if it uses passive glasses, that does open up the options a lot more.
A ton more, yeah.
Is LG the only one that really uses that, or is it? I know Samsung and Sony both have active, but I don't know.
They're both active, yeah. I think they may have made a few passive ones. As far as I know, they stuck with the active.
Yeah.
And LG, I think, is the only one that did passive. Panasonic might have done a passive one. I think I heard that somewhere.
But again, these TVs are all getting old now too.
Exactly. This TV's from 2012.
Okay. Yeah.
But for that price,
yeah,
it works.
Yeah. It's just if you wanted to find one that was bigger, it might have cost you more, and then it's more of a risk.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll see.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm happy with it.
I bought a thing that wasn't a TV.
Oh, and not a processor?
Not a processor. No. I thought it was unplugged, but apparently not.
Uh-oh.
I'm just knocking stuff over now.
I hear the crashing.
So I went to Crazy Bins.
Okay.
And I found this in a box, and I'm like, I know what that is. That's cool. It is a mini server rack. Which I'm sure most people are like, what does that matter? But it's meant for Raspberry Pis.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
The day I got this, I went into my bin of Raspberry Pis and started thinking around the house where I have Raspberry Pis and started counting how many Raspberry Pis I actually have. And I think the total number was 27.
Oh my gosh. Time to start doing something with them.
So that's what I started doing. This, I put 4 of them in here. I put a network switch here. I put a USB hub here, like a USB power phone charger, basically, but with 6 ports on it. And I'm running it all off that. So yeah, networking and power and Raspberry Pis. And now I just need to sit down and actually set up the Raspberry Pis with software. One of them is basically just a network monitoring that will connect all the computers in my house and make sure they're working and make sure all the websites on them are working, like my automatic TV downloader and all that stuff. So just that's what one of them is going to be. Another one I was going to do, I wrote a script a while ago for a Raspberry Pi that I had where it just has like physically red, yellow, and green lights, like a traffic light.
Yeah.
Actually right here. It's right here because I'm working on it. Little traffic lights to say whether my internet's working or not.
Oh.
So I wrote a little script that runs on the Raspberry Pi. This is an older Pi. I'm going to move the software to a newer one. And it tests my internet to see if it's working or not. And if it's ever out, it goes red. If it's not fast, then it goes yellow. So yeah, neat thing to have. So I'm going to...
Where are you going to mount
that? Yeah, I'm going to mount it to that thing.
But where are the lights going to be? Like upstairs, downstairs?
I'm probably just going to put them on the rack, because otherwise it would have to be remote. Like the Raspberry Pi would have to be remote with it.
Yeah.
So this rack's going to sit with my computers right above the freezer in the furnace room, which is not far from here. But
yeah,
it would be way better if it was in this room, which I could still do as well. But not doing that for now. Maybe when this gets perfected and I'm happy with it, I can build another one, no problem, and do that with my many Raspberry Pis. I can even do it with a smaller Raspberry Pi because I have some of the ones that are just a small little circuit board.
Yeah.
And they run on Wi-Fi.
Cool.
Yeah. And no screen required. So
that's crazy. I'm still in awe of Raspberry Pis. I don't know how to do anything with them, but I still think they're really cool.
Yeah. If I could find one of those actual traffic lights that people have, or even a mini one, like IKEA sold one for years that was a decent size. If I could find one of those, I would build a Raspberry Pi into that and put it in this room to know whether the internet's working or not.
It's a massive light.
Or I can 3D print it. I looked at that as well because that wouldn't be that hard.
No, it wouldn't be. You could probably just buy some green and yellow glass somewhere. And...
Yeah. Or paint or whatever the heck, or giant LEDs or whatever. Yeah. Depends how big.
Yeah. Cool.
I was just 3D printing in wood today.
3D printing wood.
Yeah, so it's plastic with wood in it. You can actually smell it. You can feel it. It's actually with wood in it. Basically wood chips inside.
Yeah. Okay.
But like super small. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
What's that for?
This is going to be a recipe book. It's got 2 crosses that go across each other. The other one just finished in the printer before we were talking here. I got to clean it up. And then it's going to be for my niece's Christmas present. We got her a stand mixer, a KitchenAid mixer, and getting her that and a recipe book for keep her recipes in. So, yeah. Nice. She doesn't listen to this, so she doesn't know.
She doesn't know. It's like my kids don't know the things I buy for them.
Yeah, there's that too.
I got, I think I mentioned it last episode. The kids are getting a Switch 2 for Christmas.
Crazy.
Well, sorry, the kids aren't. The family. It's going to be the family Switch 2.
The family gift we used to buy was Just Dance for the family.
Well, I know my oldest has said he's sent his letter to Santa, and he said he wants a Nintendo Switch 2 and he wants some creeper toy. And so our rule that we follow is, especially gifts from Santa, is nothing big, right? Because
we've always done as well.
Yeah, it's always just something fun or a little toy, or because otherwise they go to school.
Reward him for asking for something big. You're going to give it to him.
But it's not going to be from Santa, is the difference.
Yeah, that's true.
But they go, like, I hate when kids go to school, they're like, oh, Santa got me a Switch 2, and oh, Santa got me a Hot Wheels.
I hate it. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't like it. That's why we don't get anything big. We don't ask them for anything big.
Yeah, just something small. So,
not even not small. Like it's been
small,
big Lego sets, but like $100, not $600.
Yeah, exactly. And so the Switch 2 is just going to be like a mystery present. It's going to be under the tree, and it's going to say to the family,
Yeah, that's what we did with the Just Dance. We did it 3 years in a row with Just Dance.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, trying to find deals, not super easy, but I did. Well, so anyways, the Switch 2 I bought from Best Buy. It didn't cost me anything because I used my Christmas bonus gift cards from work for the past 2 years.
Okay.
So it didn't cost me any money physically. And then I found Donkey Kong Bonanza for brand new for $60.
Nice.
So that will go with it as well.
Yeah, I'll come play that.
Yeah.
I'd like to try the Destructive World in it because
it looks cool. I still have not played a Switch 2. My son has played a Switch 2 3 times. Every time we go to like events, there's always one around. Okay. So he plays it.
I haven't played one either. I still haven't played a PS5.
Well, yeah, that's on you now.
No. I have friends.
You have friends, that's true.
And a brother-in-law that has one.
Why aren't you texting your brother-in-law saying, hey?
Actually, I have an event coming up with my brother-in-law this Saturday. 2 days. We are going, me and my son are going to his place to watch wrestling match. What is it? I was gonna say SummerSlam, but that sounds wrong. No, it's not WrestleMania. It's whatever the heck else is happening. Survivor Series.
Okay.
I had messaged my brother-in-law because we went to Cambridge Surplus, where they have a lot of Mountain Dew flavors from the US.
Okay.
Ones that I've never even seen before. So I messaged my brother-in-law about it. He's like, "Oh, those are cool. We have some of those at the Circle K near me," and he's near Strasbourg and what is it? I can't remember. Bleems, something like that. Strasbourg Bleems
Okay.
area, something like that.
Yep.
There's a Circle K, I guess, over there. And he said they have a lot of US Mountain Dew flavors and stuff. So I said I really should come check that out and get some. And he's like, "Tell you what, Survivor Series, blah 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 blah. Blah. You and your son come over because my son often goes over to his place and just stays overnight with my uncle or his uncle, my brother-in-law, and they watch like not wrestling. They usually play video games together. They both really like the Spider-Man games on PlayStation. They both really like Godzilla. So they do that kind of stuff. They both like Pokemon too. So they play Pokemon card battles and Pokemon games and trade Pokemon, stuff like that. So this time I'm going and we're doing wrestling.
Oh, cool.
And this is my brother-in-law of Two Dorks, right?
Yeah. Tony. Yeah. Cool. That will be fun. That's this Saturday, you said?
Yeah. And I'll be having some delicious pop flavors.
And maybe play a PS5.
Maybe. Probably not with wrestling on.
I'm sure he's gonna have 2 screens somewhere.
No, he has one big TV. I think he's got a 75-inch.
You just got to bring over your PlayStation TV and hook it up to that.
Yeah. If it works.
Off to the side. Is it still not working?
I've only tried it 3 times total, and the middle time it did weird gobbledygook mixed up screen stuff. Yeah. Not sure what to do. And I can't open it again because I glued it shut real good last time I tried to fix the screen.
It's glued.
Jeez. Yeah.
Well, what else happened? I got a new garage door.
Okay. Is it because you broke the last one?
Not by choice.
What did you do?
I did nothing. I got an email from the condo board saying, "Hey, we're replacing all the garage doors and all the units on these days." Well, through my condo fees, I am paying for it.
Not on top of your condo fees. That's what I was
not on top. Yeah, they're coming out of like the general fund or whatever. It's happening on this day. Or sorry, they said it's going to be happening this week or this. They gave me the date of the week this week.
Oh, okay.
And we'll let you know further which units are going to do at some point.
Okay.
And I was like, okay. Didn't really. Then I emailed and I was just like, hey, can I like opt out of this? Like my garage door is fine. I've insulated it myself at my own personal cost to save energy. Also, it's winter and I've brought everything in.
Yeah.
And that's a little bit hard to do. Like stuff's all gonna be in the way.
Answer was not bloody likely.
They said you can't opt out. The whole board is the whole condo gets the deal. That's the agreement. What was the next thing?
How do you get on this board?
Yeah, I could actually. I do own the house that I live in, so I can be on the board. I just don't really want to. Although lately I feel like I should be. Exactly.
No playground, and we're replacing your garage door.
With not an insulated one, by the way.
Did you pull the insulation off the inside of your last one? Is it possible?
Getting there. Anyways, I just didn't have time. They were like, okay, let us know if there's a better time that we can arrange for you to have, if you need to move some space. By the way, you need 11 feet from the front of your garage in, so they have room to work.
Of course.
11 feet.
How long is the garage? Is that like half or what?
That's like half my garage. Yeah.
Until the motor, probably.
Yeah. Just a little bit past because they have to get a ladder past the motor and then up, right? And they said we need 11 feet. Let us know if there's a day that works better to help you like move stuff around. But like, too bad, so sad. That's your problem.
Yeah, you could have.
By the way, If I miss the appointment,
yeah,
they're going to charge me $175 to rebook it. And I think if I don't leave the unit, like they say, oh, you don't have to be there when this is getting done. But if I don't leave the remote out or any kind, if I leave the garage door locked and they have to go the other way, it's an extra $75 fee.
Of course.
Yes. So I spent all week trying to come up with a plan of like, where am I going to move all my stuff? I thought I'd bring my trailer over, hauling stuff back and forth to like my in-laws. I thought about talking to the neighbor up the road and be like, hey, can I just move my stuff into your garage for the day and then bring it all back? And I ran out of time. I didn't have time to get any of that stuff done. So I was like, you know what? This can't happen. So I emailed. It was the weekend. I realized that's my fault doing it late. I emailed on the weekend and said, hey, like I can't find anywhere to put all my stuff this weekend. Can you put me later in the week? Like let's just say Friday, and then I'll get it done then. Friday morning or Monday morning, I get an email. Very rude email saying emailing on the weekend when we're not open to say that you want to schedule your day is not cool and not appreciated. And too bad your unit's getting done this morning, Monday. And if you're not there and it's not prepped, you're going to get charged $175. Like, that's it. There's nothing we can do about it. Like, I was like, you have to be kidding me. You have to.
They told you Monday morning they were coming Monday morning to do it.
They told me the week before that they were going to be coming
Monday. It was going to be Monday.
Yeah. Well, I apparently they did tell me. I didn't read that part in the email.
Oh.
But apparently it was in there saying my unit was scheduled for Monday morning. So me saying, oh, let's do it later. They're like, nope, too bad. It's happening today. And if you can't do it later. I don't understand why it has to be $175. You're literally moving down a line of townhouses. At some point, you just swing back around and do that one and then move your way back up. Like, I don't understand if I don't get it done that day. Yeah. Just to make things move smoothly. So I was in the middle of a meeting at work when I got this email saying too bad. And I said, when is this happening? Because I checked my security camera. Nobody was on site. So I said, well, what time are they coming? Because no one's here. No one's there yet. And they said, anytime now. So I was watching my security camera. I was hoping to get through my meeting, which didn't happen. The meeting had just started. We were like 5 minutes in. And I see the guys pull up on the trailer on my security camera, and I just got up and I told my boss, I'm like, I'm sorry, but I have to leave. Like, I don't have a choice. I have to go right now. And he was like, oh, okay. It was like a company meeting, so it wasn't like I had to be there, but it really looked pretty bad for me leaving.
Yeah.
Jumped in the car, booted it over there. And they were about to like basically mark me absent, saying like they couldn't get in and charge me. And I said, no, I'm here. Like, can you just start on the neighbor? The neighbor was also supposed to get done that day. I was like, just start on that one and then I just had to open the garage door and pull everything out and just lay it on the front lawn. I had no choice. It just had to.
Good thing it wasn't snowing or raining.
Exactly. So I just pulled it all on the front lawn and I can't leave. Like, I'm not going back to work now because all my stuff's just there. Yeah. And you've been at my house. It's a busy street. People are always walking up and down or driving. So everything's just easy pickings. So I just had to sit there, and they were in no rush to be done quickly. That's their job for the day, So they were there I think they were there at 10 and they left at 3.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
And then when they were done, I threw everything back into the garage, jumped back in the car, went back to work, and I'm supposed to be done at 3:30, and still I worked till. Then I just worked till 5:30 to try to make up some hours, so get more stuff done. And of course, nothing got done while I was gone. My job is, very pertinent to the daily operations of the business. No one did my job while I was gone. So I had to do, 6 hours worth of work in 2 hours to try to catch up. So, yeah.
Great.
And so no, I didn't have time to rip the insulation out of the old door because
they showed up.
Because they showed up. So
I'm sure you'll find some insulation in the trash. It's fine.
I'll just go buy new ones. Honestly, it was not.
I wasn't sure where you got the old stuff.
It was Home Depot. It's probably like $40 in insulation and $10 in tape. So
cheaper than $175, right?
Exactly. So, but yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, have a new garage door.
My garage door is not insulated.
I can help you with that. I know how to do it now.
I probably should at some point because I try and work in there. It's freezing.
Yeah. Oh, it makes such a huge difference. I couldn't believe how different it is.
Yeah. Sometime.
You can help me fix my TV and then I'll insulate your garage door. Sounds like a great trade.
Yep. I'll get that guitar from you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if there's anything I did. I don't remember what the heck I did.
Gotta have done something. I believe you went on an off-road trip.
Did I go on an off-road trip since then? Wow, it's a long time ago. When did we talk?
Was that this month? I thought that was last. Was that this month?
Yeah. Yeah. But I thought we recorded after that last time.
Did we?
Yeah. According to the Discord message that I had from you of last month's recording was really late, right?
I think 30th? So. Yeah, we recorded on 30th, yeah.
And my off-road trip was the weekend before that, so
okay, so you did
talk about it then.
All right, never mind then.
Yeah. Today I gave someone free Marvel stickers from the Marvel collectible books. Are you collecting those ones?
My kids are, yeah.
You should let me know which stickers you need before I get rid of all of our extras because we filled our book.
Oh, did you? Wow.
Yeah, and I have a ton. I have a stack of extras.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you know.
And so I've been doing that. I picked up 3 VHS tapes today from a guy. I can't remember if you sent me the listing or not, but there was somebody in KW that had a bunch of tapes. He had it listed as free, but then he said contact for price. But it was my sister-in-law who sent it to me. But I asked him, and he said, "What are you willing to pay?" I'm just like, man.
It'll be like
so
that.
I said, I've paid 50 cents to $2 per tape before. It depends on what's on the tape, but I really only care about stuff with commercials. So he told me I can check them for commercials. I'm like, okay, I don't believe you're ever going to do that, but whatever. So today he messaged me, which is like a week and a half later, and said, I checked all the tapes. As I open his message, it says tapes are now sold. I'm like, that's weird. He said, I checked all the tapes. 3 of them have commercials. I said, so how much do you want for them? He said, you can just have them.
Oh.
Okay. He said, the rest are gone. These 3 are the only ones I kept. If you want them, you can have them. So I was on my way to another thing and picked them up on his from his mailbox today on my lunch.
Oh.
Yeah. It was really easy.
Have you looked at them yet or no?
I looked at the labels. Because of my hard drive issues with the server that I was dealing with last month, I haven't started digitizing the pile I have here from before. But this one says Malibu. That's all it says. Oh, no, on here it says Dress to Kill. From Beyond, and in brackets it says Bizarre. The show Bizarre. And then Halfway Commercials.
Oh.
So I'm guessing he labeled that as my guess, but I don't know. This one says it's a Sony tape, but on the front of it has a label that says "Made in the USA." And there's on the back here, there's a big black sticker that's covering the recording thing, so you can re-record it. And that's really all that it tells me. And it's partway through, so that makes me think it's been recorded on, partway at least. And then this one says something that's ripped and I can't read it, and then movie ants on the end label here.
Okay.
So hopefully those will have commercials. And who knows from what time? If it's ants, that's like Wii time frame,
that's right? Early 2000s, yeah.
Could be good. We'll see. And then I have a whole box of tapes there as well to digitize the same situation. I just need to get my whole thing going again. And same with my server in the other room. When I redid my computer, I took my old parts and put them in the server, and now that is reinstalled and everything too. So it needs the recording setup done on it. I want to mount the VCRs above the server on some kind of like wood rack thing. So got to redo that still. And then this is here and this is good, but I need to wire these back into the computer. Yeah. I really want to label things better when I do it this time. Like the wires that come off the VCRs, I want to have every single VCR wires labeled so I know what's what when I run into problems and have to switch things around. But could also just buy decent equipment in the first place, like the capture cards, but I just don't. Like one of the capture cards I have will record audio and another one will record video. So I was attaching the two of them together to make one working card because I was using the audio from one and the video from the other in OBS.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's great. And another one I got literally just works great, except once in a while it'll go to this weird blue static and then come back and then blue static for another hour and come back. It doesn't make any sense, but
weird.
Just weird problems that I have with these capture cards.
Can't win.
No, not really. No. Not really.
2 weekends ago, I had my office Christmas party.
Okay, mine's coming up.
Did it pretty early, and we went back to the electric go-karts. So it was a bit of a hectic night. My kids had their Taekwondo belt promotion that night as well. And so my company also did like a party bus. So get everybody on the bus like a limo, take you out to, I believe it was Mississauga, and then have you out there. So they left our office at 6 p.m. The plan was to get there for 7 and start by 7:30. And the kids' belt promotion didn't start till 6. And would go till 7, and then we'd go from there. We didn't get out of there till about 7:15, so we missed the bus completely. We knew, and then we just drove to Mississauga.
Mm-hmm.
Mississauga, the bus got stuck in traffic. They didn't get there till about 7:30. We got there about 8:45, or sorry, 8 8:30. Okay. So a little bit after. So we'd already missed the first practice runs on the racing. And so, but I was able to get in. I got one race in, and then I was in the championship, basically. So one practice race and then run, and then I got last time I did it 2 years ago, I got second place, and this time after only one race, I got third place. I did a little bit worse. And the boss
trending in a good direction, Josh.
No, not really. The boss got first place last time and this time. So
so he does.
He also weighs about 100 pounds less than I do.
So that's the secret. You just need to lose weight.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and the whole week's. So he and I have been shit talking all week about this. I knew I'm not going to get first, but it's always fun. His cage gets rattled pretty easily. So the whole week, anytime they say, "Oh, what are you eating or what are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm just prepping to beat Jay over there and make it." And he'd keep looking at me like, "What do you mean, Euro?" Or every time I eat a donut, he's just like, "Oh, I see you're prepping for the race." That kind of. I was like,
"Shut up." Wait for hitting.
Yeah. So it was all that for about 3 weeks. So I'm glad it's over.
So much stress.
Yeah, but it is fun. It is a lot of fun. They do the whole ceremony. They give you the trophies. They stand you up on podiums, take pictures, that kind of thing. So it is fun.
Okay.
I am glad I didn't take the bus though. There's a lot of drunk people on the way there and on the way back.
Drunk coworkers.
Not really my scene. So
yeah, me neither.
Yeah, it was good. And then my wife's Christmas party is tomorrow night.
Mine's coming up. I think mine's next weekend. Or no, mine's on a Friday, so it's next Friday, I think. Yeah, next Friday.
They're all on Fridays. Ours was on a Friday too.
Yeah. I'm not sure why, but it's something.
Yeah.
Mine's been doing that for years. They did do it on Saturdays. Like I worked at this company before, and years ago when they did Christmas parties, they would do raffle draws for prizes. They did last year too, but they weren't as good and there weren't as many. And we discovered some people were cheating. Yeah.
How were they cheating?
So what was it that they did?
How do you cheat at a raffle?
Yeah, they did. But what was it? Oh, so when you get there, you go to the front, you tell them your name, and they check your name off a list. Okay.
Okay.
But there are 5 people doing this operation, and each one has their own list. So if you go to person 1, check in, half an hour later, come back to person 2 or 4 and check in, you get tickets again for the raffle and for alcohol.
Oh.
So there was a group of people who were doing this.
That sounds like not really cheating. That sounds like working a system that was not set up very well.
Yeah, but you're also definitely doing something you shouldn't do because you shouldn't take it again. Like, it's not like you're unaware.
Yeah.
You're definitely aware you're being a dick. Even if it was just for the drink tickets, that's still like, you know, come on, guys. Come on. You know better. You're adults. None of you are children here. It's a professional environment. These are your coworkers.
If you had an electronic list, one person marks it off, it marks it off on everyone.
So one person won a PS5 and a big screen TV.
Oh.
And that's when they got suspicious. Like, wait a second. That's weird. Yeah.
Fun.
I don't think they gave both prizes in the end. I don't know for sure. Hopefully they redrew it. I don't know for sure, but
yeah,
ridiculous.
Yeah.
So anyway, previous years I had won. I don't know if I talked about this before, but I won Raptors tickets to the box seats of the company's box at the Skydome for from the same company in 2016. So Cynthia and I went and did that. And when we did it, we went to the Eaton Center Mall. And in the Eaton Center Mall, there was a Radio Shack that had Mario Kart cars, the big ones, on clearance for $15 each.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
So we bought Yoshi and Mario. And we were on our way to the game. We had parked at Yorkdale Mall and then rode the subway all the way downtown to Eaton Center. Yeah. And we were just filling time at Eaton Center before the game started. So we had to quickly, because we were carrying these things and you can't take them into the Skydome with you.
Yeah.
So we had to go all the way back to Yorkdale Mall, run through the parking lot to our car, drop these things off, cover them, and then go all the way back on the subway. The first time we had done it, it took us like an hour. And when we did it the second time, it took us like, I don't know, 25 minutes.
Yeah, maybe a lot faster. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
We were literally running. Not that we had to hurry to get to the game anyway. We didn't actually care about the game. It was because we had box seats. We were like, let's see what this is like, right?
Yeah, you want the specialty treatment.
Yeah. So we got food, chicken wings. I don't remember what else, but it was a long time ago.
Nice.
It was cool.
Nice.
We didn't watch the game at all. But Cynthia did have to get a Raptors shirt from Value Village before we went to wear the show.
To fit in.
Yeah. Just to look like she belongs.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. We also passed Halloween here since the last recording.
Yes, we
Halloween
did.
Things
it was
to talk about.
Not really.
I think you talked about a work or a friend party. You already talked about costumes or something. You talked about not doing your chest burster for some reason.
Yeah, I think we were going to do costumes, but then just didn't.
Handing out candy.
I just put a bowl out.
Okay.
Called it a night. Just walked around. It was we're gonna go into sports talk because Halloween was also Game 7 of the World. No, Game 5.
I don't care.
I forget what it was. Whatever game it was, the World Series. But sad.
It would have been nice if we won. Just Canadian.
It would have been nice. Yeah, it would have been. But honestly, it was a great season, and they played really well. I'm not upset. You know, to push a game, to push through and lose on the very last game, and the way all the things that happened in favor of the Dodgers, like ridiculous plays that never happen in regular season, just happened to work out in their favor in a World Series game, in an elimination game, was just pretty ridiculous. So, I mean, I think it was just stacked. I'm not going to say like stacked in a way of like, you know, rigged in any way, but it just wasn't meant to be. It literally just was not meant to be. So, but I'm happy and looking forward to next year. That's what I tell myself anyway.
Yeah. That's what all the Leafs fans tell themselves too.
Yeah, every year.
Since 1956 or something. What year was it they won?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
My dad said he saw it, and they haven't won since that. So, and he's not a sports fan, hence why I'm not. Neither are my brothers. Well, my one brother is, but
yeah,
I blame his friends.
I've kind of gotten my oldest into it. I let him stay up to watch the World Series, like the final game, and he struggled as hard as he could to get up to stay up the whole game. But at some point, he just crashed. And he had got a slinky, and we got a picture of him at some point, and he's just laying on the couch covered, snuggling his slinky, asleep. And then, you know, they lost the World Series. I'm like, oh, dang it. And then just kind of pick him up and carry him back.
Yeah. My son bother waking him up. I think just from school talk, kids at school talking about it, he got interested in it.
Yeah. So,
but it was Halloween, so they didn't watch it because
Halloween ended early. It did in our area.
I heard my wife say the same thing. So I stayed home and handed out candy, which I pretty much do every year now. And she goes out with the kids. Mm-hmm. This time my son went with some of his friends and 2 other parents, and they just went and did their thing. And my wife took our daughter, and they just did it together. Mm-hmm. So I didn't see any of it, but I heard that people say the same thing, that it ended early. And I think it was a lot to do with the baseball game too.
It had a lot to do with the baseball game. Yeah. Once it hit like 7:30, people were starting, like, you'd pull up with your kid and they just like throw handfuls of candy into your bag.
Yeah. And by the same kind of thing was happening.
By 8 o'clock, all the lights were off. Candy was in. Game started at 8
and as a result of that, less kids stayed out as long too, because they weren't getting candy. There weren't as many houses. They had to go further, whatever it was. I didn't have as many kids come, and I certainly didn't have the older kids show up later in the night that I usually have.
Yeah,
there was 1 or 2 groups, and one of them I know the kid, so they're not that old, and they're local. So, but there was one group of kids that was a little bit older, still probably like 16 at the oldest, of a bunch of girls. So. But usually I have a bigger group that comes later than that. Yeah. I just realized I forgot to change my projector video. Usually at like, I don't remember what time. Later in the night anyway, I changed the projector video to be the zombies that are on the window. I didn't do that this year. But because it ended earlier too.
It ended, yeah. So we had a bunch of kids come earlier than they normally do this year. And it was just like,
I thought so too.
And it was a group, no joke, it was a group of like 40 kids.
Oh, crazy.
We just stood there and
that's more kids than I got.
I know. And I said, that's more kids than like most people get. There was just a gaggle of kids. And it was just standing at I was just stood
at the murder of kids, if you will.
A murder of children. Yes. And just stood there and handed out candy.
I would have loved to, because we had lots of candy left over, and now I have to eat it. I've pretty much gone through almost all of it now. The kids have got, and the stuff we handed out and had left. But we were giving out full-size chocolate bars, plus a pop, plus a small bag of chips.
Dang, I should have come to your house.
Yeah, you should have. Most of the kids I gave 2 of the things to. And my wife also had some little goodie bags that she made for younger kids with like a sucker and some stupid little Halloween toys and stuff. So I usually grab 2 things or a third. And then we realized we also had these glowing rings we found at Crazy Bins as well, Halloween themed, that I started giving to some of the kids too. So it was kind of a mix mash. But every time I had a group of kids, I'd give that group all the same stuff. But then if a different group come, I'd change it up a little bit. I just didn't know how long it would last, how much stuff, how many kids we would get. Yeah. But I think we got 28 in the end. 28.
Okay.
We've had more, but we've also had much less.
Yeah.
But like I said, I put a sign down the street to like a sign with glowing lights on it, with an arrow pointing over. It says trick or treat to get people to come down our street.
Yeah,
because there's not as many houses on our street doing it, but our house has got lights and the skeleton and inflatables and everything
all set up for it. Yeah.
That's the one thing I don't like about living on this street is it's in the middle of nowhere, so no one comes down here. But every other time of the year, that's great.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say most of the time it's awesome.
There was one house in this neighborhood that had like a haunted house that you'd go through, but it was around the outside of the house, and they set it up with wood pallets. They'd collect wood pallets all year to build up to where they could build this thing for Halloween. And they moved out last year after Halloween, so this year they weren't in the neighborhood anymore. I'm just like, we could take over and start doing that because it would bring a lot more people, because they got hundreds, I'm sure. There's main streets in our neighborhood get hundreds of kids. Like 300 isn't unheard of.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And our neighborhood also does a Halloween parade, they call it, like 2 weeks before Halloween, to try and get everybody walking the neighborhood and do a certain set of predefined houses with donated candy. And they do that like earlier in the night and a week or two earlier than Halloween. So
yeah, makes sense.
That started with COVID and they just kind of continued it.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, I got one more thing that happened. Do you have anything else?
I played a game, but it was a demo. But you should try it.
Okay.
That's why. Only reason I'm bringing it up. It's called Rack Coin. So raccoon, but coin at the end.
Okay. Raccoin. Okay.
Yes. RACCOIN. They had released it on Steam. It's a coin pusher game. Coin pusher roguelike. Sorry, roguelike. And they released it on Steam as a demo or like free or something like that for one day. And they just got overwhelmed. So they pulled it down and then re-released it later. And the re-release was what I did. That was earlier this month. I have it in my calendar. That's why I remembered. And my son and I jumped on it and played. And we had a good time playing it. It's still available now as a demo. The full game's not out yet. Not even announced date. But it's a fun little game. I think the demo is basically just the full game. Maybe they're going to add more levels or something later. Because it is only one like coin machine type thing, but it's fun. You get like bonus upgrade things, kind of like Balatro and what's the other one? The one that I played that's I can't remember. I don't have Steam open because I close it for this so it doesn't start downloading things. But Balatro and what the other game is, the ball dropping one that's like Balatro. Anyway, where you're like getting upgrades that help you get stack bonuses and all this stuff. And they're kind of random, but you can learn what's good for matching with what else. And there's bonus coins and jumbo coins, and there's lasers that destroy coins, and there's a piece of gum you can put in that makes coins stick together and multiplies their score and stuff like that. So it's a fun game. My son and I played the night it came out, and just each of us on our own computers just playing, talking about what are you doing? What are you doing? What's your strategy? So
okay. Well, I just added it to my library, so
yeah,
we'll see.
And again, that's Rackcoin.
Rackcoin.
For everybody else who heard the description and didn't take note of the name until I described it, and then thought that sounds fun, and then wanted to play it. I repeat the name.
This past weekend, I went to the Toronto Game Expo.
I heard. I actually messaged you on Sunday, and I forgot that it was Sunday and not Saturday. I said, "Hey, did you go to Toronto today?" And you're like, "Yeah, and yesterday." I'm like, "Oh yeah,
oh yeah, 2-day show, 2-day show."
No, I remember it was 2 day. I just forgot what day it was. Yeah.
So I went. It's set up. I went early Saturday morning. I had Troy and his son help me on Saturday.
Okay.
So that was good. I was able to back up straight to the door, which was nice. It was not in the regular hall that we were in before.
Yeah, I knew
it's across the road.
Yeah.
So I had to wait a little bit. They gave out passes this year that said, I'm a vendor, let me in, kind of thing.
Okay.
So the road's blocked, so not everybody can get through. And basically you come around the corner and you just kind of like sit in line, and as space is available, they pull you up and back you up to the door. You get like 4 or 5 cars up to this giant bay door.
Okay.
And just unload. So that worked. Except for those people who have no patience, who just they're like, oh, cars are stopped, I should go around them. They're not stopped because they're waiting. They're just stopped to be annoying. So we're gonna go around these. Anyways, I don't know the guy's name who was running the parking, but Fraser knows him. They were hanging out, and that guy was awesome. He just straight up like got in front of cars and put his hands up. He's like, stop.
Nice.
Like, what are you doing? And anyways, he was great with me. I don't know if he recognized me or not, but because I'm famous and everything, I thought he'd recognize me.
I know.
But he got me right in, backed up, and I was able to unload. I took my cargo carrier, the one that like sits on your hitch. It's like a basket on your hitch. So I decided to try that this time to see if I can like reduce a bit of the stress in loading. So anyways, it worked out well. But I also knew I was going to have, so I didn't have to pick up Troy on the way in, but I had Craig and my son coming with me on Sunday.
Okay.
And I knew that I'd have to get them back with me. So I better bring the carrier with me so that I can offset some of that space from the cab to outside and have room inside to bring people back. Anyways, Saturday was good. It was very busy. I was set up right beside CJR. So we were able to kind of chit chat a little bit during the day, which was great.
Cover tables.
Yeah. Well, I didn't hardly have to cover tables, which was nice. I thought we would have had more, but yeah, Troy was there. I think he and his son went out like maybe 2 or 3 times just to check around, and I think I went out once or twice. Bought a couple of things from Paula, who had a booth there.
Okay.
3D printing. She had some new stuff, so I had to check it out. I had a man come up to me while I want to say like midday. He came up to me and said, oh, he saw my American Idol karaoke machine that I've been carrying around for like 4 shows now. Just won't sell. I've marked it down. It was down to like $25 or $20 with CDs, power. And it has like the webcam, CRT monitor.
Okay.
Like, it's pretty cool for what it is. Anyways, he came by and he's just like, oh my gosh, I love this karaoke. This is so good. He's like, I do karaoke. I said, really? He said, yeah. No joke. This guy had like 6 duffel bags hanging around him. He's like, I just carry around my karaoke setup in with me.
Oh my God.
I'm like, really? And then it clued in that he was dressed up as the guy from Yakuza who does karaoke in the game. That was his costume. And I was like, then it kicked in, and he was just like, and then he said, do you want me to sing you a song? And I was like, of course I do. Of course I want you to sing it.
I would have said, no fucking way, go away.
I said, absolutely, I want you to sing me a song.
And then he sings a love song.
I was right at an intersection. I was at the end, thankfully. So I said, I was like, I should have said, set up right in the middle, like in the crossroads of the intersection.
Yeah.
I said, set up right there so everyone can see you. I also didn't want him like doing it right in front of my table and blocking people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, do it right there. I was like, everyone can see you and I'll be able to see you better. He's like, oh yeah, great idea. So he went in the middle. It took him like 5 minutes to set everything up, get his speaker out, he's got a stand on his phone and everything.
He's got batteries, like
it's a wireless speaker.
Okay.
So anyways, he sang the song. I have no idea what it was or what game it was from. Had no idea. I think it was in Japanese. Um, I am not saying this to be mean in any way. He was not particularly good, right?
Okay.
But kudos to the guy. He had the balls to do it. I don't have the balls to do that.
Yeah.
No, like awesome for this guy to just break this out in the middle of a bunch of people he doesn't know. And so, anyways, he did his song. I applauded. I said, "Great job." He's like, "Oh, cool. I'll come back tomorrow and sing you another song." I was like, "Great, sounds good." Like, and I heard him later on. Like he set up like the other aisle over and further down. He set up again, like maybe an hour later, and singing more over there. So I was like, the guy's having fun. Good for him. Day 2 rolls around. He pulls up again. At the end of the day, I'm going to say like probably around like 3:30. The show ends at 4.
Okay.
So quarter after 3:30, he shows up. He's carrying a wagon this time with all the stuff in the wagon. And he was so excited to see me. He's like, "Oh, I'm back. Are you ready for your next song?" And I said, "Of course I am." So he's like, "Great." And so he went over to the same spot. He set up. And no joke, this dude sang 5 songs. He was there till like the end of the show.
Oh my God.
And he just sang his heart out. People were coming up and like, again, he's off key. He's not particularly. Off. Yeah. But the guy's having fun. Like I said, kudos to the guy. And I enjoyed it regardless. Just on a pure entertainment value. People were coming up and kind of looking at him weird. He's like, party of one over here, And I was like, yeah. I was like, you know what? He's living his life. He's not hurting everybody. He's having fun. Like, let him do his thing.
And for the people who recognize the costume, probably it was even more.
Other people were loving it. They were coming up and giving him, like asking him for requests. Like, how can you do this song? And he'd say like, "Oh, I know that song," or "I don't know that song." So, anyways, at the end of the show, I walked around. I picked up my karaoke machine that hadn't sold and all the stuff. And I walked it over to him. I said, "You deserve this." And he's just like, "Oh my gosh." He's like, "For free. I can't believe this is so awesome. Thank you so much." He gave me a long hug. He was so excited about it. But you know what? I couldn't imagine a happier and more deserving guy of getting it.
Yeah.
Also, it's freed up space. I didn't have to bring it home. So
and you probably didn't pay too much for it if it was.
I got it from the garbage, so I paid nothing for it. Yeah, so I even better. The guy, he's gonna enjoy it and he's gonna love it.
You saved it from the garbage and gave it to someone who will use it.
Exactly. Again, could not be happier. So
good karma for Josh.
Yeah, that's to make up for the bad karma I did the day before. You ready for this one? Okay, here we go. I am surprised again at how well VHS tapes sell. I don't know if you remember that little wooden rack that I have that's just like a bar.
Yep.
I found another one that's twice as tall.
Okay.
So I bought that and I had to bring it here. I pulled the whole thing apart. It like you could have breathed on it and it would fall over kind of thing.
Okay.
But I glued and screwed everything back together. The thing's solid as a rock now.
Yep.
So I had that thing filled with VHS. Pretty much all my VHS fit on it, which is awesome. And again, people just, "Oh yeah, love this one. $10 here, $10 there, $10 there." Had a couple like $30 tapes sell, a $40 tape sell, just a couple. But anyways, I had a guy come up and he bought 2 tapes. One was Astro Boy Lost Episodes on VHS, and that was $10. And then he bought Romancing the Stone for $5. And I remember this guy because I remember seeing him take Romancing the Stone, and I was like, "Wow." We had a conversation. I said, "That's a great movie." I said, "You picked a good one. That's a great one." It's like, "Yeah, I like it," and typical of the people who were at that show. A little bit awkward to talk to, but he seemed excited about it. So okay, fine. About 5 hours later, again, remember I'm at the end, so I'm open to the aisle at the very end of me.
Okay.
He comes storming in behind the table, shoving this Astro Boy tape in my face saying, "Give me my money back for this." I was like, "Whoa!" Like angrily, "Give me my money back for this."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Oh, like, why? Like, give me a reason, please.
Explain something here."
Yeah, and he's just like, "Oh, I found something I want more, and I've changed my mind about this. I want my money back." And I was like, like, I'm sorry, dude. Like, it's kind of final sale. Like, if there was something wrong with the tape, then maybe. But like, I checked it. It plays. I know it works. Unless you happen to have a VCR in your back seat. Like, no. I don't want this anymore. Please, give me my money back. I was like, dude, I'm not giving your money back for this. Like, you can't just come back and, like, don't get me wrong. His approach was completely wrong. If he'd come to the front of the table, nicely asked,
wait his turn.
Hey, hey, excuse me, like, I changed my mind. Is there any way?
I'm sorry, it's my fault. Could you?
Could you please give me my money? No problem. I absolutely would have given you your money back. But to storm in behind at me, yell at me, throw this tape in my face, demanding money, no, I'm not playing ball with that.
And just because he changed his mind.
Yeah, sorry, you changed your mind. That's not really, again, that's not really my problem. I'm not a store. I'm not Walmart. You can't just buy things and expect to get your money back. And he was just like, I need $10. I need my $10. I was like, sorry, dude. He's like, okay, fine. So then he pulls out Romancing the Stone. Again, reminder, it was a $5 tape. It's like, fine, give me $10 for this tape then. And I looked at him, I'm like, but that's a $5 tape. Why would I give you $10 for a $5 tape? He's like, I don't care. I need my $10. I was like, listen, I understand. Okay, I'll meet you in the middle. I will give you $5 for your $5 tape. That gets you somewhere. He's like, but I need $10. I said, I'm sorry. Like, I'm willing to meet you. I'll give you $5, but I'm not giving you $10. I'm not refunding the whole order. You'll get something. I lose something. We kind of both lose. That's the end of it. And then he was like, no, that's not acceptable. Then he finally grabs the Astro Boy tape again. He's like, fine, just give me $10 for this then. That's my final offer. No joke, his words.
The first offer.
The final offer, give me $10. And I said, dude, my final offer is you get nothing. I'm willing to work with you here and give you 5 for 5. I'm not like, what do you want me to do here? He's like, okay, fine. I guess I'll take 5. So.
Oh my God.
There's my bad karma.
Yeah, I don't think that's even on you.
No, I don't think so either. But I was like, by the way, like, people were looking. I had a vendor.
I was waiting for Charlie to come back you up.
Well, yeah, he was going to back me up the last show. So yeah, I had a guy right behind me, like, vending, and I could just see him, like, he was just standing there watching, like, how's this going to go down?
Yeah.
So
just get Fraser over there.
Yeah. Fraser.
Yeah.
So I did, maybe I shouldn't put this on the podcast, but I gave, I did make a slingshot and got that into the show and gave it to Fraser.
Slingshot? Oh yeah, you talked about.
Yeah, because he wanted the slingshot from the thing, so I got all the pieces. I got it nice and smooth. I got the sling on there, and it works good. He was very happy. Nice. And I gave out some not so special stickers. I gave one to Fraser, one to Chris, and one to Troy. So Troy was trying to give them out to everybody. I was like, whoa. This isn't for everybody. He's like, I don't understand. You have a podcast and you're not promoting it. I'm like, it's for me and my friends.
We don't want to be famous.
We don't want to be famous. He's like, I don't understand.
Know everything about our lives.
He's like, I'd let everybody know. I'm like, I know you would, but I don't want everybody to know. I'm like, he's like, then why'd you buy all these stickers? I said, it was the minimum order, and I'm only giving them to people I know.
It doesn't even say podcast on it. It just says not so special. So even if people got it, they'd be like, oh, this is for me to be not so special, and it's a rainbow.
Yeah. I was wearing my not so special shirt.
Yeah.
I just thought people would be like, oh, he's just the vendor or whatever.
Oh, it's a not so special store.
That's a special story, yeah.
The first year we did that cartridge club where we all wore cartridge club shirts, had the tablecloths, everything. Everyone's like, "Oh, so where's your guys' store?"
Yeah. Oh, you're not all one big vendor. I'm gonna buy.
They thought it was. They did.
Little bit confusing. I understand why.
It backfired a little bit. We almost should have had signs that explained it, but
or divider walls or something.
Anyway. Yeah.
This booth brought to you by Cartridge Club. Yeah. So, but yeah, good show. Saturday, Sunday. Packed up on the way out, and the weather was a bit weird. We weren't sure about the rain. There was raining a little bit while I was packing up. So I sold enough stuff and managed to Tetris enough things in the car that all I had to put on the back was my little rolly cart on that.
That's what I was hoping you'd only do. Yeah.
Cargo carrier basket thing. So
yeah, that's good.
But you should have seen my son my son in the back seat was like hunched down. He had a shelf over his head. He's sitting back there playing his
real
Switch.
Safe like in an accident.
Yeah, real safe. I mean, he was low, but he would be fine.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was good. It was a successful show. I would say second or third most successful show. So
okay. With the other ones not being 2-day ones, or were?
Well, obviously my best one was the first Toronto Game Expo. That was the best show. I think they've all been. I think actually Toronto's always been the best show. Barrie's been good, but I don't remember. It's not the same as Toronto, obviously, just in terms of like clientele and people willing to spend money, kind of thing. And I convinced CJR to sign up for Square.
Oh, okay, yeah. Show him how it works.
He was losing some sales. And
my wife's show that we did, we used Square. Now we only use the app with the phone.
Yeah, that's what he did.
Never used the device. We never bought a thing, and it never affected a sale there. But it definitely helped us make sales when she was selling her stuff at that show.
Yeah, because a lot of people just I don't have the cash, or I want to buy something expensive, but don't have the things. So, but yeah, he signed up for it. Saturday he didn't have it. So at the end of Saturday, we were talking. He was like, "How does it work? What does it mean?" I'm like, he says, "Yeah, I probably lost out on $500 in sales, just the people who wanted to buy stuff." And I was like, "Dude, do it! Like, the amount that you would give in a discount is basically your fees. Your fees are probably less than you'd give in discount."
Yep.
So, and I had one group on Sunday. It was almost like the dream. It was like 4 guys from a store in Alberta showed up, and they just started pulling games out. This one. No,
the dream is they say how much for the whole table. That's what they say.
know. They were pretty, and so they're just like, I think they want, but they did want a steep discount. They were buying a lot of stuff, but a lot of it was like filler titles. So I was sure. I think it was like 30 or 40% I give them off. But whatever, like it's just stuff that's just going to sit there forever. I've been hauling around forever, so
get
it gone.
Besides, you got to stop selling sometime.
Yeah. So, and they bought a ton from CJR. Like I didn't see everything, but there was a lot of stuff gone from this table after they were there. So
it's crazy. Can you imagine just take home a van, like fly out here and then take home like a rental U-Haul?
I think they're shipping it all back. I think they were shipping it all back. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I only lost out on. I think I lost out on one sale because I wasn't willing to move on the price, and I could have. I had my Crystal Xbox with 4 Crystal controllers for sale.
How much?
For $400. For the set, and my pricing for that was like $200 for the console and $50 a controller. Is about what they're going for individually. So never mind the convenience of having them all at the same time.
Yeah.
So I had a buddy offer $350, and I was like, I know where this is going. Like, dude, let's just meet in the middle. $375. Like done and done. He's like, nah, $360. I was like, dude, like I came down 25. You gotta meet me somewhere.
See another one here with 4 controllers? I don't think so.
Yeah. And I was like, come on, dude, like three
I've seen the
375
consoles at those shows for $300 for just the console with no controllers. Yeah.
So I was just like, dude, 375, like that's a great deal. He's like, no, it's too much. It's a lot of money. I'm like, I get it, but like we're only $15 off at this point. You're gonna lose the whole thing for $15. I'm coming down 25.
That's what you need to say. You will regret this later. You will think about this while you're trying to sleep tonight.
Yeah. Well, I had a black one in box there before as well.
Yeah.
And that was 180.
Okay.
And he's like, well, I could just get that one. It's a little bit less, but it's not. I had the crystal one. I want the crystal one. It's got the 4 controllers. So yeah, man, I get it. He's like, I'll think about it. I'm like, okay, cool. No joke. 2 minutes later, buddy comes up. Yep. Is that everything in it? That the original like in box one? Is that everything in it? Yep. Except the instructions, but like the styrofoam, the plastic, all the components are all there. And I said, and it comes with a $10 game. So take your pick. I was like, yeah, we'll do that. And he's like, I've been looking at that little Nightmares on PS4, the collector's edition for $80. I was like, oh, pull $10 off that. We'll do 70 on it instead of your $10 game. He's like, yeah, perfect. Do that. Like, didn't even argue. Just here it is.
Yeah.
Like that's my kind of customer. So.
Yep.
Yeah. The amount of people just come up and just pay. I love it. I loved it.
I can't do that myself, but I appreciate when people do.
Yeah. So my wife coached my son on Sunday morning. My wife coached my son because he's bad for just paying whatever people ask for something. And I have a bit of a problem with that. Like if a little kid comes up and wants to buy a McDonald's toy that you have at your thing, and you're charging him $5, which people were doing at the Berry show, and my kid walked around and bought like 2 McDonald's toys for $10. I was like, dude, like you got to ask for money off, man.
That came free with a Happy Meal.
Yeah. So my wife said, hey, if you see something that you want, ask if they'll take less. Nothing wrong with asking. Okay. And so throughout the day, he and Craig would run off and find stuff.
But this is your older son who was at the last show trying to lowball somebody, right?
Yeah, lowballing hard. Yeah. So, but sometimes I think it's like he was lowballing for me. He wasn't lowballing for himself.
For himself, yeah. And different amounts of money too. Like
yeah.
He
runs, he comes back, he grabs his wallet, he runs off, and then he comes back with 3D printed items that I recognize because it was at Paula's booth. He lowballed the shit out of her.
Oh my God. And she's nice.
And she's nice, so she took it. And I was like, no. So Paula, if you're listening and you had a little kid with a Blue Jay Canada Leaf hat come up and lowball you, I'm sorry.
She doesn't listen to us.
No, but Chris does it. Chris will tell her. Yeah. So, but yeah, it was a fun show. It was tiring, but it was a good show.
Yep. I can see that.
Yep.
It is. Oh. It wasn't worth it for Cynthia last time, so we didn't bother again. She's looking for smaller shows one day.
Yeah, like craft shows and stuff like that. Probably a lot easier.
Yeah. She looked for one and tried to get one here, but there was something like this. One of them was just had too many vendors, so they had to say no to people. And then another one was she was just too late for it, I think. And another one, she was like, I don't know if it's going to be good enough. I think there's one on Valentine's Day she's thinking about doing. And it's just like, are people actually going to go on Valentine's Day to a craft show? Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to know. That last one she did, she barely broke even. So it's hard to say.
Yeah, it's really a gamble.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into some movies and TV so we can wrap this up and go to bed.
Yeah. Well, I can mention quickly that we finished Taskmaster season 18 and we started season 19. We still have 1, 2, and 3 left to do, but they're older, so we just haven't gone to them yet. Plex prefers to start the new ones, not the old ones.
Not the old ones, yeah. Yep.
I started watching Severance. I watched episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Is that good?
So far, it's good. It's a little bit weird, and it's a little bit like, where is this going kind of thing. And there's also those kinds of things in shows where it's just like talk to each other. Those kinds of, it's a little bit of that, but not quite the same. because at least they have an excuse why people don't talk, because they're like, separate. They can't kind of thing, but it's still kind of silly. But there's just a lot of like showing you, the viewer, things that if the people in the show knew, it would change the whole thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of that in this show. But I'd actually started checking out Mark Maron's podcast. I think I told you about that last month, maybe.
I think so. Sounds familiar. Yeah.
I said, "Oh, it's great." I checked out his podcast on the last episode of the podcast after 16 years of podcasting. Yeah. So I went back and found there was one with, oh my God, now Ben Stiller, and he's apparently the director of Severance or something.
I think I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was talking about that quite a bit, and they were almost spoiling things on that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard good things about that show. So.
Yeah, it's good. Executive producer and director. Yeah. Yeah, I'm only four episodes in, so I don't even know how many seasons there are. I forget, but I think there's 2 out, but I'm not.
I was going to say 2 or 3 at the most. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can mention quickly as well a TV show. I don't remember how I popped up. Somewhere on my news feeds or whatever popped up that there's this cartoon on Disney Plus that the creator has said, "Screw Disney, everybody pirate my show." And I saw a little trailer of the show. It's called The Owl House, and I'm like, well, this seems kind of cool. My kids would actually like this. It's a little bit Futurama feeling, a little bit. What was that show called? Hilda. It was a Hilda cartoon. Yeah, Hilda cartoon.
Okay.
2018. That one's a really good show. You should definitely show your kids that. This one's a little bit more trying to scare kids a little bit, or trying to like show things that are a little bit weird and scary.
Yeah.
Like it starts out with a witch and she's like about to looks like she's gonna kill the girl or whatever, but it turns out fine. And the woman, the witch, gets her head cut off, but she's fine because she can live with her head off, and her head talks and her body moves and stuff. So it's a little bit weird, a little bit scary for younger kids. My daughter asked that we turn it off because it was getting close to bedtime and she didn't want to have nightmares, she said.
Yeah. Okay.
It was just like some monster in there. And so she's like, she's aware that it could be scary. Anyway, so the creator had said, everybody pirate the show, go download it, because she doesn't like Disney supporting AI generated art. She wants them to support the creators and stuff.
Real creative, yeah.
Yeah. So we checked it out. And also when I saw the creator, she looked like she was funky and neat and interesting, and the show trailer came off that same way too. So
all right.
Yeah.
Oh. Cool.
But Jeff, definitely check out Hilda.
Yeah, I just found it on Netflix, so I'll probably.
Yes, I forgot it was Netflix. It came out on Netflix originally. It's really good.
Okay.
Yeah, that is it for TV. I got 3 movies and 3 Cage movies.
Whoa, 3 Cage. Spoilers.
I actually haven't rated them yet. I forgot.
I have been watching Rick and Morty as well. Still. Rewatching, I should say.
Rewatching, okay.
Rewatching. So I'm up to season 3 again, and it's still funny as ever.
Are you rewatching to watch the new stuff? Is that what the point is?
I want to watch the new stuff. Yeah, I just want to. And watching it now, like being able to watch it in such quick succession, I'm catching a lot more jokes that are callbacks to previous episodes that are just like a one-liner that refers to like an episode in season 1 that I just watched like 2 nights ago, kind of thing. So that stuff's fun. And not the real reason, but one of the reasons eventually is because I have the virtual reality on PlayStation 4.
Yes,
so I want to play
that.
I want to play it, but I want to have the references fresh before I go into that game.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I did play it. I forget how much I played it. I played it on Steam though. I know that.
Okay. Yeah. Because I want to play virtual reality, and then I really want to get to Trover Saves the Universe so that I can get to High on Life. Because they all just look stupid fun. I just want to play them.
There was another one that was also done by them, but wasn't directly Rick and Morty.
There's like Accounting Plus.
Yes, Accounting Plus. I played it when it was just called Accounting. And it was interesting, but also I didn't really like it that much, considering it was more of a tech demo to me.
I really liked Accounting Plus. I found it really funny. Yeah. There's a lot of Easter eggs if you go digging, and that stuff was fun. So,
and if you know what you're seeing when you see it, I'm assuming. Yeah.
Well, not even like Easter eggs of like, oh, that's a reference to something else.
Okay.
It's just like there's like 4 or 5 hidden stages that if you just go through the game, you would never find them.
Okay. That's the way the virtual reality one felt like.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, but it's been a long time since I played it.
Yeah. So, yeah, that one's it is fun and stupid. So, yep. Yeah, then I'm just on the movies.
I played apparently 3 hours of virtual reality. I don't know. Apparently. Yes, movies. So like I said, I got 3 movies. My wife and I sat down to watch something, and I'm just like, we're watching this. You have no choice. And we sat down and we watched 2025's Good Fortune.
Oh, okay. I don't know that one.
You don't know it? It is directed by and starring Aziz Ansari, Seth Rogen, Keanu Reeves.
Okay.
It was good. When it first came up, it said it was a comedy. What was it? Comedy thriller? I don't remember. Comedy something.
Oh, this is the one, The Angel, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Budget
okay.
Angel or whatever. Yeah, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I do like Keanu. Aziz Ansari, I hit or miss with him.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's really good. Sometimes I'm like, I don't really care. But it was good. And Seth Rogen was in it, but he wasn't bad in it. Like, he wasn't overly Seth Rogen.
Okay, well, that's good.
He had bits and pieces of it, and it was good the way they handled him, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. And also, he was supposed to be a rich guy, and they didn't do a lot of the rich guy tropes. Like, I was very surprised they didn't have him womanizing at all.
Oh, okay.
Which was a nice different take on the rich guy tech billionaire trope. It was nice to not go down that path, and they kept it more wholesome than that in that way, but it was still funny and lots of swearing and stuff. So it was definitely a good watch for husband and wife or whatever couple to watch, because my wife enjoyed it too.
Okay.
She really likes Keanu, and Keanu was different in it, played a weird role, kind of like City of Angels, which my wife and I also watched, where he's an angel that's trying to do human things.
Wait, recently? You watched that recently?
We watched it a while ago.
I know.
Okay. Like, you don't remember?
I mean, kind of. When you talk about it, it's side of there. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good Fortune. Adding it to my list.
Good Fortune. You should watch it. Okay. What do you want me? You want to go next?
I can go next. I watched a movie that you gave me.
Oh.
You remember what it is?
I don't remember giving you a movie, so I have no freaking clue.
You gave me a physical movie.
Oh, I gave you a couple. I gave you a bunch of VHS and some DVD. I don't know. Kick-Ass was one of them.
Gave you VHS and said, you should watch that and then do whatever you want with it.
I don't remember.
Quiz Show.
Oh, I forgot I even had that. I watched it downloaded at one time, and then I ended up with a bundle of VHSs, and that was in it. And that's why it's like, I've seen it. I don't need to see it again. If you want to watch it on VHS, here it is.
Yeah, which I did. I watched it on VHS. So it was good. It was it's directed by Robert Redford, which was fun. I like Robert Redford.
I didn't notice that.
Okay. I didn't realize it was based on a true story.
Yeah.
So I understand why everyone is. So it's about a quiz show where people were the winners were being given the answers to keep them in the running longer, kind of thing.
And to choose who gets to keep it the running and ideal winner and stuff like that.
Yeah. I guess this is in a time where like because TV was so new, they were trying to keep it pure. Whereas like now it's like, yeah, that's just kind of what I expect TV to be.
Yeah. Yeah. But these game shows were trying to be like real
Anybody could
life,
win it.
modern.
Yeah.
Yeah, like at the time reality TV, right? Like
yeah.
And the cast on that movie was really good too.
Yeah. So yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. Again, I don't know if I'm gonna watch it again, but
yeah, you probably don't need to. You know what you need to know.
I've seen it, yeah.
It's kind of like watching the Monopoly fixing one or the McDonald's running McDonald's. What's it called?
It's almost like a documentary, but in like a movie form.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
yep.
Cool. I also like there was a bunch of actors in it that I didn't know. Like you can see a lot of people that you do know, but some people who had main roles, like the FBI guy, no idea who that dude is. But he had a major role in this movie. So
1994 is when it's from. So. Yeah, I recognize him though, right? I can't remember which guy it was for sure now.
Yeah, you might.
Rob Morrow, that one?
I think so.
Yeah, I recognized him from something when we were watching it, and I couldn't put my finger on it at the time. Oh, Northern Exposure, which was a Canadian TV show. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it was. I recognize him from all the commercials. I only ever watched like half an episode of Northern Exposure, but I always saw the commercials.
And it was clearly seen none.
Basically a Canadian Mountie working with the police in the US.
No, that's Due South.
Oh, you're right. You're right. What's Northern Exposure then?
I don't know what Northern Exposure
was. You're right. But I still remember this guy from all the commercials for Northern Exposure. Why do I know Northern Exposure?
Due South is like Paula Gross. That's Paula Gross.
The Northern Exposure was that guy. Okay. City doctor is forced to work in a remote Alaskan town. Oh, it's Alaska, so it's not Canadian. Where he encounters particular locals and including former astronaut adjust to small town life. So a big city doctor forced into an Alaskan town.
Okay.
But yeah, that's definitely where I know him from, is the commercials for that. I saw even less of that than Due South.
Fair enough. I have 5 more movies, and so I'm probably gonna catch up on you. So I'll do a couple. I went to the theater to go and watch the new Predator Badlands movie. Okay. I like the Predator movies, all except 2 and Requiem. But as much as I would say the Predator has a better record of better movies per ratio of amount that are out there.
More hits
in terms, well, not even hits, of just more like there's a lot more better Predator movies than there are really good Alien movies. Like if you talk to someone about Aliens movies, it's like, oh, I like 1 and 2.
Okay.
Right. Whereas Predator is like, oh, I like 1.
I can't like lie. That main guy's Predator face, I don't think it looks right.
Main guy,
like the original one.
On the new one, the new Predator Badlands.
Yeah, this Predator Badlands. All the thumbnails are of that guy's face, and I'm just like, he doesn't look like a predator. He looks like a human wearing a predator mask.
Yeah, that's again one of the things I don't really like. They're trying to make all the predators have their own personality, which again changes the canon. Everything's a little bit different. But this guy who's directing these ones, he's directed the last couple ones, so he's almost taking that Predator franchise and making it his own and having this own like what if Predator series kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
which I don't have a problem with that. It's just the face is like, that's a human.
Yeah. So he's supposed to be a young Predator.
Oh.
So he's got to prove himself.
Yeah, it's just the eyes being so recessed that's bothering me, I think.
Yeah. What I find interesting about Predator movies is like, you go into a Predator movie not knowing if the Predator is going to be the good guy or the bad guy. You could really go either way. It could be humans get Predators, in which case the Predator is the bad guy, or in this case, Predator Badlands.
Trachtenberg, okay.
Where the Predator is the good guy, quote unquote.
The director is Dan Trachtenberg, who I know from when he used to do an internet TV show or an internet podcast. They were called back when podcasts could be video or audio.
Okay.
Way back in the original iTunes days. He used to do a show called Totally Rad Show with Alex.
That was him.
I forget his last name, from the Screensavers TV show, G4 Tech TV. And also, what was the other guy's name? Now it's bothering me. I can't remember the other guy's name. What's his name? Oh my God. Totally Rad Show. It's bothering me. Can't think of the guy's name. The three of the Jeffrey Kanata. Yeah. So it's Alex Albrecht, Jeffrey Kanata, and Dan Trachtenberg. And Dan Trachtenberg was just starting out in film. Like he had just finished film school or something. And it was them basically doing a podcast like we do, reviewing games. That when I started editing YouTube videos for me, putting in photos of things we're talking about and references and little jokes and gifs, that idea came to me from watching Totally Rad Show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This means one of us is going to be a famous director one day.
It won't be me.
What I'm hearing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Alex,
well, like I said,
on the what was that channel called? There was an online media company as well that they did. Start with an R. Control Alt Chicken. He had a Alex Albright, Control CTRL Alt. No one even knows this exists. He had a TV show or a show they tried making with him and his wife, doing cooking stuff, and they're both not good cooks. Revision 3. That was the name of the network that's on archive.org apparently. It's terrible quality.
There it is.
Anyways,
I think he's doing a fine job. I think he's done the last, like I said, 3. So he did Prey.
Yeah, he also did the Cloverfield Lane or whatever it's called.
I really like that one. Or Clover, whatever it was. I really like that one. And then he did like Killer of Killers, The Predator. That's the Netflix one. I watched the animated one.
Okay, yeah.
I think I watched a couple weeks ago. He did that also, very good. This one continues. You still eat little Easter eggs from those past 2 movies in this one. So it's just fun. It's a fun little series. That's the movie I went to watch in 3D. I took Craig and my dad. My dad, I don't think has seen any Predator movies aside from maybe the first one. So he didn't really know what he was going into.
Speaking of Dan Trachtenberg, upcoming directorial TV show, Waterworld.
Oh, we might have a new show to watch together.
That would be interesting. Sorry to rail again, but
gosh, you know what? I haven't watched Waterworld this year. You know what?
It looks really early. There's no people associated except him, I think. It says in development.
Okay.
It doesn't even show him when you click on it. It just shows him when you're in it shows it when you're in his profile. That's weird. All right.
Oh, no, all right, your turn. Next one.
Preliminary cast here. So they got people. They got people assigned. Oh, you have to be an IMDb Pro member to see more.
That's they get you.
I'm sure it's somewhere on the internet. But anyway, yeah, I don't. The stuff he makes is not the stuff I generally like. It looks like he's done one episode of The Boys and one episode of Black Mirror, but everything else, eh. Oh, he did a Portal No Escape short film, 7-minute short film. That might be good. Anyway, so I watched something. I'm not into it because it's over here. I watched 2025's Thunderbolts.
That's the new
Marvel, yeah. The new Avengers, it says.
The new Avengers, yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty good. My wife and I watched it. I made her watch that as well. She does not watch Marvel movies very often. Like, I think she watched Iron Man 1 with me, maybe, if I remember correctly, maybe not. But nothing else since then, pretty much. So I made her watch this because it seemed more like a something you can you don't need all the background for, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was decent. I did have to explain, or I felt like I had to explain to her who the Winter Soldier was and who the Russian guy was and stuff like that. But it wasn't necessary. They kind of fill it in, and you don't really need to know much. But it was interesting and nice to see Marvel let go a little bit of some of the shit they've been doing for a while, and not come back to the same things over and over again and do something different for once. It didn't feel like it was more budget because it was less of that kind of stuff that you normally expect from Marvel movies. It didn't feel as crazy expensive as the other movies, if that makes sense. But still entertaining, good, and quality. But
it's the budget Avengers.
Yeah, like literally. The reject Avengers.
We've got 2 podcast titles now.
There's 2. I can't even think of one.
Oh, I'm writing them down.
Good.
They're good ones.
Good. I'm just here to make the material, not to find the material.
All right. Am I up now?
Yeah.
Again, I got to do these ones in a double, so it works out well. It's November. It's Remembrance Month. So I usually do Band of Brothers watch through, which you still haven't watched yet, which you should. You do need to watch.
I'll get right on that.
Which, by the way, funny. I had Band of Brothers at Toronto Game Expo. I had the Blu-ray set and the VHS set, both for $20 each.
They both sold.
Right? So a girl came up and she's just like, "Oh my gosh, she has the Blu-ray set." She's like, "Oh my gosh, I've been looking at this forever. I love this show." I'm like, "Great, I'm glad you love it." Like, and she's like, "No hesitation. Here you go, $20."
Okay.
10 minutes later, she comes back. She grabs the VHS set. She's like, "This set is just so pretty. I just need to have the set." So then she buys the VHS set as well.
Oh my god.
Anyways, I came home Saturday night and I had another copy of Blu-ray set for Band of Brothers on the shelf. I took it back just in case. No, I left it at 20. It didn't sell. I brought it back, but just funny that it happened. Anyways, I watched not Band of Brothers. That would have been 10 hours. Instead, I watched Saving Private Ryan, which was the catalyst for allowing Band of Brothers to get made.
Sure.
So watched that.
I watched
and it
that,
is
but I don't remember it.
Still very, very good. I don't know what it is about maybe me getting older, but there is a part in that movie where I can't say this about a lot of movies. There's a part in that movie I just can't watch. It's too graphic for me. And it's near the end in the final fight. And if you know that it's literally just a guy getting stabbed very, very slowly. And when I was younger, I knew it was happening. It disturbed me, but didn't bother me. But now literally the scene comes on and I just can't watch it. It's too hard. So again, not a lot of movies I can say can do that to me.
Is it proud of for the movie, or
it just means like it's done a good job, I guess. So it's still very good. I still think Band of Brothers is better though.
All right. I don't have 10 hours to spare.
So reliving that trauma, I had another movie in mind that I remember watching when I was a kid. And it's the first time I remember being disturbed by something I saw on a movie. And I haven't seen
that.
Yeah, so it's just like, you know what? I haven't seen this movie in forever. I just watched Saving Private Ryan where something I don't remember bothering me now bothers me. So let's flip it the other way and see if there's something I clearly remember upsetting me. And it's the movie Sahara with Humphrey Bogart from 1943. So it's a war movie, a World War II movie being made while World War II is being fought.
Oh my god. Okay.
And I thought that was kind of in general is interesting, but then you think about it, like the War on Terror, people were making movies about the War on Terror during the Iraqi invasion and whatever, that kind of stuff. I think it's different though, because like literally it's a movie industry. Like the United States was shut down. Everybody was part of the war effort to get through that war. Whereas like, the war in the Middle East was happening, but people still lived generally normal lives during it. So it's not the same kind of thing. Anyways, in the movie Sahara, it's kind of like, think Fury. It's a movie about a tank on its own in the Sahara Desert, trying to find water, trying to find a place to bed down and defend themselves against the invading Nazi army. And it works out really well. I think it holds up. But in the beginning of the movie, there's a part where they come across an Allied soldier who has an Italian prisoner of war. They're walking through the desert, and he's got the Italian prisoner at gunpoint. They're walking through. So they decide, we're going to bring the Allied soldier with us, and they drive away, leaving the Italian prisoner just to die in the desert. And he's literally just walking aimlessly. And that's the part I remember as a kid being like you're just killing him. You're killing him, but you're not killing him.
Yeah.
And my brain just couldn't function, couldn't reconcile those two ideas.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's also a movie from 1943. They had to show honor. So they drive away, but they stop at the crest. They change their mind and they let him come on the thing and they take him with them. So, but
that was just trying to stay out of the bad books of politics.
Yeah. And they have to, I mean, it is also a little bit progressive in the way that it showed an Italian soldier basically saying, like, I wanted no part of this war. I was forced into this war. I love America. I have no issues with you guys, but unfortunately, I'm in this conflict where I have to now choose. So, and for that to be the rhetoric coming out of a movie while the war was still being fought. Interesting. Yeah. So, anyways, still a good movie. It's a little bit abrupt. It kind of starts and ends pretty quick, but still good.
Heard of it, never seen it. Probably never will.
There's another one Humphrey Bogart does that I remember watching again when I was a kid that I want to watch, called The African Queen.
Yeah, I had that on VHS. It's gone.
Yeah,
it was in my pile. You could have got it at the same time you got Quiz Show.
I've watched it many times when I was younger on VHS. I don't need to watch it again on VHS. But.
Yeah, you do. Only because I had it and I wanted to get rid of it.
Yeah. So, but anyways, I will watch that one again eventually. All right, you're up.
With my wife, she was actually looking at, I think it was Tubi. Yeah, it was on Tubi. She was just scrolling through because she keeps wanting to find stuff on Tubi for some reason. But she stumbled across this movie with Simon Pegg from 2015 called Man Up. It's basically about this woman played by Lake Bell. I don't know who she is. She's from something. I recognize her, but she's, I think, British, if I had to guess. So she's American? Oh my God. She has a British accent in this movie. I would have swore it was real, but and with Simon Pegg in it, I thought maybe the whole movie was British, but she's in a movie called In a World. And I keep seeing that movie somewhere. I think I might have it downloaded. And I recognize her from that. It's about voice acting coach. Finds himself competing movie trailer voiceover impression. Anyway, it's complicated. No escape, no strings attached. Other movies that she's in. I swear I recognize her from something I've seen. She was in Drunk History, but I don't know what else. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Dr. Graham.
All right.
Anyway, so this movie is a fun, good date movie, like for you and your wife to watch. It's basically woman's life is kind of a mess. She runs into a woman who's going on a blind date. That woman's a jerk to her. She ends up accidentally taking that woman's blind date and has a great time, pretty much. So chaos ensues kind of thing, but not terrible, but it was good. And I like Simon Pegg, and he's good in this too. I didn't know this movie existed until now. Like we were just stumbled across it on
Tubi.
Tubi.
Until now either. Yeah.
Yeah, Man Up is what it's called.
Man Up
from 2015.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's worth watching. It was a good, heartfelt movie, and silly little. Like they have the kind of inside jokes you and your wife probably have, and me and my wife definitely have. So it's fun to have that kind of stuff where you build upon stuff that means nothing to anybody else.
Yeah, exactly. The first movie we watched on our new 3D TV, we watched the animated Grinch.
Okay.
The new one, Benedict Cumberbatch. Looked great. That was because we were going to go to the Santa Claus parade in Cambridge because it's at night. So they have
we're going to go to that too. But it was raining that day.
You're right. It was raining that day.
We've gone to it before in the rain, and we sat in our car and watched it.
We went early. I said, we're going to go early this year because last time we fought for parking and it was a hell to get out of there.
Yes, it was. And we parked on the wrong side last time too.
Okay.
I think if we had parked on the other side towards Fountain, we would have been able to take some back road out if we were in the right parking lot, like McDonald's parking lot, for example, in Cambridge. Out that way, you could go out that street, which I think is Bishop or something like that, or somewhere around there.
Something like that,
go out, but yeah.
Well, so we went early, and let's just go. We went to Burger King. We just had some food.
Yep.
And then we got back in our car, and it just started pouring rain, absolutely pouring. And I brought a beach umbrella because I was just gonna stick that up and have our chairs.
Yeah.
And I also parked with the back of the car against the curb so the kids could sit in the back of the car with the hatch open if they needed to.
Yeah.
But honestly, it was pouring so badly. My wife and I were just like, do we want to do this? Do we want to do this right now?
Yeah.
And so we asked the kids, hey, do you want to watch the parade in the rain, or do you just want to go home and watch the Grinch or something? They're like, go home and watch the Grinch. So that's what we did.
All right.
And they loved it. They loved watching it in 3D. They thought it was really cool, even though they've seen 3D TVs down here, like this one.
Yeah.
But they don't like the glasses. So.
Oh, okay. Huh.
So great excuse to go home and watch.
So did you go to another parade, or you not bother? Because there was the Elmira parade was a couple days later or something.
The kids went to the Elmira parade. That was Saturday of the Toronto Game Expo. Last
that makes sense. Yeah.
They went to that one, and there was only 15 minutes or something like that. It was a quick one.
Okay.
So yeah, they did go.
We were going to, but we never did.
So
we did actually go to St. Jacob's thing called Sparkle, and it was basically just vendors and walk the streets and Christmas shopping, and there was donation based fancy hot chocolate where you go to make your own hot chocolate. They make the hot chocolate, but then they put toppings on it. You can have mint chocolate or Aero bar crushed up, or you can have score bits, or you can have whipped cream and icing or sugar, sprinkles in it, and whipped cream and all that and marshmallows and stuff like that. So that was one of the things they did. And then just basically St. Jacob's was open for a weekend for tourism type Christmas shopping, basically. Cool. So we did that the other day. I forget what day that was. Probably just this past Saturday, I'm guessing, or Sunday. Yeah, it was Saturday. It was both days, I think. But Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we went on the Saturday. There was horse rides or wagon rides, and there was carolers walking around town too. And
wow.
There was other things happening on the first day that we missed. But it was not going to work for us anyway to go that day. I forget what it was, but a bunch of stuff like that. It was decent. I don't think we really bought much. I think we actually bought the kids fidget clickers from one store. It's literally a mouse button, a keyboard button from a mechanical keyboard inside of a 3D printed shell. And my daughter
kids have some of those.
Yeah. So my daughter got
a macaroon one that they click.
Okay. Yeah. Lauren got Psyduck, the Pokemon, and Sean got Creeper from Minecraft.
Okay.
So then my wife mentioned that our kids' school is taking donations for fidget toys for people who can't afford stuff. So I'm 3D printing a bunch of fidget toys now for us to give the same kind, because I had a bunch of keys in the closet. I I bought like 2 sample packs. I bought one off Amazon with like 10 keys in it just to try all the buttons and see what I liked.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got another one on Facebook Marketplace a while ago for like $5 from this guy who had done the same thing and then was selling his on, but he had like 20 of them. So I put these 2 kits together and just started 3D printing housings for them and button tops. And I had a bunch of extra keyboard button tops too. So I have a whole bunch of these fidget button clickers that I'm making to donate to the school. And I just finished this 3D print for my niece that I'd mentioned earlier with the wood filament. So I'm going to 3D print some wood clickers too. So it's made of wood. It smells like wood, different texture too. It feels a little bit like wood. So
that's cool.
I'll print some of them with that and see how it works out. But yeah,
interesting. Well, all I've got left is Cage.
Me too.
All right. Well, you get to go first. Because you have 3 and I got 2.
Yeah. So I think these 3 were all Halloween watches.
Oh.
Perfect timing with December being here for everybody listening. But I think on Halloween or maybe the day before, I think it was anyway, I started watching and finished Ghost Rider.
Okay.
I wrote some notes for myself. Dated special effects.
Yes.
Predictable story.
Yeah.
And the chains just randomly became part of him, even though they were something he picked up physically earlier on.
Yeah.
They kind of just assumed that was then part of his body. It was kind of funny. But those are the only notes I really wrote for myself.
He can pick and choose. Yeah, he picks and chooses what he wants.
Yeah. I didn't rate it yet. I don't really know. Oh no, I did rate it.
Gave it an A. Yeah. We both gave it an A. It's fun. He's a little bit cagey. He's a little bit cagey. So.
All right. What do you got? Yeah, I got 3 cages. You said
3. All right. I watched 2013's Joe. Just Joe.
Yeah, I've heard of
it. It is a movie about a guy who he's like an ex-con. He rebuilt his life, and then there's a kid who's living in like an abusive alcoholic family, and he's trying to better himself and his family, so he gets a job. Joe hires him, Nicolas Cage, to work, and it's just about kind of like growing up in life and how he kind of takes on the fatherly role for this kid, and the father just becomes a worthless human being. Yeah, that's kind of the story, just a redemption story. He has a rough past. I don't really understand why they had to make him an ex-con and why he still fights with the cops, because he's reformed his life now, but he's like he deliberately goes out of his way to antagonize the cops. Like, I feel like that was Nicolas Cage trying to add depth to something that didn't have to be there.
And I can totally see him doing that. Like, I need the backstory. What's his backstory going to be?
Yeah, I need backstory. Why am I so vain? Yeah, that kind of thing.
So method, I need a backstory.
Yeah, I need to have conflict, because otherwise he has no conflict, right? He's just a good guy. So, no, can't have that. Anyways, good movie. I watched it. I enjoyed it. I gave it a B. Pretty good for Nicolas Cage. Not super cagey. He's pretty low key, but decent movie. Very, very decent.
All right. I'll have to watch that someday.
What do you got?
So I followed up the Ghost Rider.
I knew this was coming.
Ghost Rider Spirit.
I knew this was coming.
That's 4 years after the first one.
Yeah.
I noticed some things and wrote my notes for myself. They changed original scenes, like they reshot scenes for the new one when they were flashed back to what happened in the first one, which was interesting. Like the dad being sick and how he signed the contract. That was all completely reshot and different.
I don't think I quite noticed that, because again, I watched it different far apart. But that's the benefit you see of being one back to back. Yeah.
Yeah. It was definitely different, and it gave the dad a different backstory. Like they implied that the dad, what was it? the dad was like sick but didn't tell anyone. But when they shot forward, it was like the dad was really sick and in the hospital in the second movie when they were flashing back, as if he was like about to die, as opposed to them not really knowing he was going to die or knowing he was anywhere near death, and he made the deal. And then the signing of it, the actual signing was, instead of accidentally signing it, he like, you know, was more aware of it. I think it was too. Yeah. And then question for myself, just all of a sudden in the second movie, sunlight doesn't stop the change anymore. Like they just don't cover that at all. Ignore it for convenience sake.
He's more control. He's more in control.
Well, that's what I thought too, but come on. They don't explain it.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I rated that as well. I think I did that a C. Yeah. Could have been even worse, but he's pretty cagey. And
yeah, I gave it a B again because it's cagey and it's ridiculous, and yeah, that's about it. Yeah. It's got a lot of motorcycles in it, which is a little extra for me.
And the whole religion angle to that one was kind of silly too, but
yeah. My next and last one for this month is Rage from 2014.
I don't remember watching this, but apparently I did.
Okay, I'm surprised you gave it that good of a mark. Going from a B to this movie, which I called a D. This is a college movie if I've ever seen one. Holy smokes. There is not an original scene or line or concept or story plot point in this entire movie. It is all just cut and pasted from different movies combined to make this one. I realize this is before John Wick, but basically same idea as John Wick. A dude who was in the mob and now he was the most feared killer kind of thing. And now he's out, he's legit, and then something happens and now he's going to come back in. I guess I can kind of spoil this movie because I don't imagine anyone is
no one's going to remember this name of this movie, let alone watch it.
By the way, this movie is complicated because it has two names. The English name, the name that comes up as is Rage, but when you watch the movie, the title screen says Tokarev.
Oh.
So it has two names. And actually, when I downloaded it, I looked up Rage, but the file name says Tokarev.
Huh.
So
IMDb has both listed. Original title Tokarev.
Okay.
So maybe they changed it in production or something like that.
Yeah, because Tokarev doesn't really make a lot of sense if you don't know what it is.
Like
Tokarev is a Russian gun. It's a Russian handgun.
Okay.
It's like calling a movie Glock.
I think I rated this higher because of the caginess. I think if I remember correctly, and looking back, I'm like, he's pretty cagey.
I could see it.
And I also liked I felt like I liked the other guys in it too for some reason.
I felt like everyone was pretty wooden. His buddies were okay, I guess. But everyone was just kind of like,
they just felt like buddies to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
They felt like they were actually good friends.
I'm talking stuff like he's remarried. He has a daughter and he's remarried to this other woman. I get it. You can be close to the people. So basically, Nicolas Cage's daughter, who's 17, has a house party and there's a home invasion and she's kidnapped. So they spend 30 minutes of the movie trying to find out who kidnapped her. Then they find out after that 30 minutes, she's dead. So 30 minutes is trying to find out where she is, if she's alive. She's dead. Okay, so that 30 minutes was wasted. That was pointless. And then you spend the rest of the movie trying to figure out who killed her and why. And back and forth between, well, was it this guy? Well, I'm from my past and I killed this guy's brother, so it was probably this guy. And it matches the ballistics on the gun match this really old Russian gun. So it's got to be from the Russian mafia. And I had issues with these guys. And well, the only people who knew about this were my friends, and the Russians kidnapped him. But my other friend wasn't kidnapped, so he must have been a rat. So go kill him. and back and forth, whatever. And the whole movie ends, and it's just kind of like he gets this realization that it was just an accident, and someone at the house party found this gun that Nicolas Cage had in the house and accidentally shot his daughter, and they made it look like a home invasion and hid the body. That's the end of the movie. So all these people died, all this investigation, and just some stupid kid being like, "Oh, sorry." Yeah.
Good times.
That's the movie. I gave it a D. I would have given it an F. The bit of Caginess saved it. But yeah, the acting was atrocious.
I barely remember it. I remember bits and pieces.
Yeah. Well, that's about all you got to remember.
All right. Well, also on Halloween, I started watching 2011's, because he never did a movie in 2011, Season of the Witch.
Oh, okay, good.
I didn't get to finish it until more recently. On Halloween, my wife and kids came back before I finished the movie, so I had to stop it, and then I just forgot I was in the middle of watching it, and blah, blah, blah. I forgot to rate it. I just finally rated it. I might have rated it too high. I don't know. I'm trying to remember details. I did put bad special effects. Yeah, it's probably too high. Let me compare it to some other movies.
That's what
I'm
I
gonna
do.
rate it a B, but I think B is too high.
By the way, I should say I rated Rage Tokarev a D. You rated it a C. We didn't bring up your rating.
Yeah.
So I just
probably talked about it before when I rated it, but I don't remember. Yeah. I'm trying to check some other things to see what, like, to compare. Like Season of the Witch is right beside Drive Angry and Sorcerer's Apprentice. I remember Sorcerer's Apprentice was pretty good, but he wasn't very cagey. For the most part. There was bits and pieces where he was, but I don't know. I've got Season of the Witch at C now. I was going to do a B because I remember enjoying some parts of it, especially the camaraderie with what's his name?
It was not cagey though. I don't find this movie's not really cagey at all.
Yeah.
So it just kind of felt
Ron Perlman, which was good.
Very generic. It just felt like a generic action fantasy kind of movie.
And the twist was silly too, and it's all pretty silly. But the CG was also bad. I wrote down a note for myself, like, the CG was so bad. I compared it to the Lord of the Rings that came out 10 years earlier, but obviously had a higher budget.
Looks way better, yeah.
So 2 years earlier, Avatar came out. Again, higher budget, but let's just say for more budget, maybe-ish, season 1 of Game of Thrones. That's still high budget, but it was a TV show.
It was that late?
Yeah, season 1 came out the same year.
Really?
So Season of the Witch has really bad CGI considering those movies.
Those were out, yeah.
Like Lord of the Rings is 10 years before.
Yeah, that's nuts.
At least the first one, but yeah.
Crazy.
Those are my notes for that. So maybe it should be a D because of those things.
I still enjoyed the movie in general. Like, it's still decent for an action fantasy movie, so I still gave it a C.
That's what I thought, and I really like Ron Perlman in it. He was good. I don't know what about him, but
he's just got something.
Yeah.
But
he was a little bit cagey here and there, and the whole lore of it was interesting. Them being like warriors and doing it for the wrong reasons, even though, religious background or religious reasons. But yeah.
I'm a little bit scared because I'm starting to see a lot of movies I don't know, which usually means they're not very good coming up.
Yeah. The good stuff.
Including one that you have marked as an F coming up. No spoilers.
No spoilers. I'm sure I mentioned it at the time.
Yes, you did. But
yeah.
If you're following along, you can look ahead and figure out which one that is.
No one's looking ahead. No one knows where the hell this spreadsheet is.
I'm saying I'm watching chronologically.
Yes, so. That's true. I'm not. I'm going all over the place basically as I feel like watching them, have the right way to watch them, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
The only ones I've skipped so far have been like the animated ones other than G-Force. I've skipped Ant Bully. I've skipped Astro Boy, and I've skipped
Ant Bully's
the
just a good
Croods.
movie to watch with your kids, though.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I just haven't got there yet. I convinced them to watch G-Force instead. Okay.
Yeah. That's all right. Just put on the next one.
Put on the next one. Alrighty. Well, I'd say that's an episode because I gotta go to bed.
So do I.
6 o'clock comes early.
Stayed up till 2 yesterday, screwing around with the 3D printer.
Shouldn't do that.
I know, but I wanted to get this 3D print finished, and the printer was pissing me off. So,
as a good 3D printer should.
Yeah, as all 3D printers will.
All right, everybody, have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you all next year.
Yeah.
For season what season are we in?
I don't count that stuff. You're the one who runs this show.
I know. I have to look at the last one.
Here.
We've got to be going into season 5.
I'm just the talent.
Yeah. I'm just the eye candy.
We can't find a show when we listen. When I search for it on Google, there's apparently a TV show called Not So Special.
They're probably more special than us.
Terrible.
They're not. They're more special than we are. So.
I'm trying to check on Spotify to see how many episodes in season. I don't know how this works.
I mark it all in the metadata. So.
Yeah, Spotify is just not wanting me to see everything either. I don't know. How do you do seasons? You're doing by number of episodes divided by year or what?
Yeah, every January we start a new season.
So we're doing 50. Sorry, episode 60. This is what we're doing right now.
This is 60
right
now.
60. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. On the road to 100. The road to 100 sounds familiar. Copyright. All righty. See you next year, everybody.
Bye.